Hey Cancer Collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's close the month out. I won't be here tomorrow. I may see you all on Sunday, but by then it will be November. I do have a reading I just posted last night on my other channel. It's called Messages in Music Tarot. It is an all signs reading, so all 12 signs. If you want to look at your placement and your person's placement, it is a love reading, obviously. So if you want to see what's going on maybe beneath the surface in your connection, you can check that out. And sometimes the other person's reading may resonate a little bit more, but it's energy, so just take it or leave it, all right? Let's see, what does Cancer need to know today? Messages for Cancer. We have healing and self-care. Y'all get that kind of energy a lot. So some of y'all are doing a lot of healing, maybe grounding, nurturing yourself, putting yourself on a pedestal, putting yourself first, caring for yourself, self-love, practicing self-love. Someone's last name could be Hunt or Hunter, Huntley. We have expect changes in autumn, okay? So for some of you, there's something healing this fall. And it's because you've been doing the work. Some of you have been meditating, praying a lot, concentrating on centering yourself in a healthy way. Okay, what else? We have dream big. Let's dream big. Look closely, it's within you. So Spirit is saying that there's not anything outside of you that makes your dreams a reality. It's the inner work. It's you. I feel like that's kind of like giving me the energy of your whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're dreaming about, like not looking outside of yourself for it, because all of the tools are inside of you. So that's like the Magician. Maybe this is saying that you're your own best resource right now, you know. What is going on here? Two more. Some of you could get some answers in your dreams as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That could just be showing me your energy, or maybe you're dealing with another water sign. And we got the teacher. The chaser. Attachment and seeking validation. It came out in reverse, and I'm going to leave it that way. So some of you may have stopped chasing someone. Maybe you stopped seeking validation from someone outside of yourself, or the message could be that you need to center yourself, heal yourself, work on yourself, because the answers are within you. We have frozen out in the cold, and we have winter. That's the Five of Pentacles, and it's about to pay off. Interesting. Now, I did get homeless energy. The Five of Pentacles is homelessness. We talked about this the other day. Some of you are just learning a lesson right now. It may not be easy. It may not be the most comfortable, but I feel like there's a new direction opening up here. Yeah, for some of you, there's new work coming in, a career shift. Okay, it says work, change, and calling. Sometimes, you know, Spirit will strip you down, take everything away, or it feels like everything is being taken away, but it's really to strip you down so that you will heal. That could even be why you got this energy. This could be the Star card. That talks about the stripped down version of yourself. And like finally seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe some of you are going through a karmic cycle right now, still learning lessons. You may be thinking about moving. It says changes are ahead, time for a new direction. Maybe you're thinking about a new career path, or you're thinking about a new place to live. Sometimes I feel like Spirit will get us in a space like that. I don't want to say Spirit is making anybody homeless, because I don't mean it that way. And I know sometimes people say things so literally, so let me choose my words carefully. Even in our darkest season, even when we're going through what feels like the worst that we could possibly go through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel if we learn the lesson that is teaching us, right? And some lessons are harder than others, and this may be a hard lesson for somebody here, but it could be pushing you into your purpose. I'll give you all an example. My father, rest in peace to him, he struggled with addiction, you know, when I was a kid. And by the time I was an adult, he had cleaned his life up. And so he found pleasure in helping other people who were struggling with addiction. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's that full circle moment. And I think I told y'all the other day that there was a full circle moment. Yeah, I said a 180. Now, 180 is not a full circle moment, but in the way that I mean it, in a positive. Because a 360 means you go back to where you started, which may not be good. A 180 is usually going to be a positive change if you're in a bad situation. So This could be just saying that this dark season you're in right now, where you feel out in the cold, maybe you are unemployed, maybe you're not in the best living situation or any at all, something is about to pay off here. It could be something that you've already invested in. For some of you, it could be your education paying off for you. You could definitely be searching for answers. You might only have right now your optimism. That might be the only thing that's keeping you going is your hope, because you have dream big here. And that gives me the star as well. And Spirit is telling you to look closely. Something is within you. Cancers are dreamers. Cancers and Pisces are really good at using imagination and creativity to get themselves out of situations. Yeah, it could get you in situations sometimes too, but when you need to use it to your advantage, you can. What is healing here and expect changes this autumn? Oh, that's too many, but you got the Temperance card. You know what? I'm going to take all of them. You got the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands, the Empress. Ooh. Taurus, Libra energy, and then the Ten of Swords. This is like being in total despair. For some of you, there's a person coming in. Could be a feminine energy. You normally get the Emperor. This could also be somebody caring for you, though. We talked about this the other day. The Empress is someone who lives in a lap of luxury. Her husband, we talked about this the other day, is a provider. He's a protector. He gives her everything that she needs. Now, that doesn't mean she's lazy. She sits around and just is a pampered, spoiled princess. No, she has her own gifts. She has her own creativity. She has things going for herself as well. But her goal, her mission, her purpose in the connection with her counterpart is to grow what he gives her. This Ten of Swords is despair, but you see how this Empress is here, almost like as that guide, that light. Could be a Taurus or a Libra person, could be a feminine energy, or this is somebody that may be seeing you in despair, and maybe the way that you come out of this. She's a supervisor too, so this could be a job opportunity. But the Empress is about nurturing yourself, and you have healing and self-care here. So this might be, for some of you, a change that comes this fall might be a person coming into your life, whether male or female, romantic or not, it doesn't matter. Could be professional. This is, I feel like somebody offering you some support. The Empress is a nurturer. She loves unconditionally. She loves like a mother. She is the mother. For some of you, maybe you're staying with your mother. Maybe your mother is helping you out right now. And then look, the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new job, new car, new home. So somebody's situation is changing for the better. And then look, you got the benefactor. If you are into dating, you're a woman in particular, flip the roles if you're a man. Whichever gender you date, just flip the roles. I work from the premise of man, woman, just because that's, typically the norm. But just flip it however you need to. There's no gender in tarot. The Empress, though, is feminine energy, and the King of Pentacles is masculine energy. So the man here could be younger than the woman. Or if this is your energy, your person could be younger than you. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, namely a Taurus. But this is like having the Midas touch here. Some of you, it's your creativity that is the way out. Like I said, being able to dream is imagination. That is a creative act, So that could be what this is. And then the Knight of Wands is showing up here with the Temperance card. The Temperance card means something is coming into balance, into harmony. Now, that is also healing. And this comes after an ending. It could be when we lose a relationship, when we actually lose someone, because the Death card is before this. And the Death card is Scorpio season. We're in Scorpio season right now. This is Sagittarius season. So maybe this is something that plays out more towards Sagittarius season. These two cards are Sagittarius energy. King of Pentacles is usually a home, a new home. Temperance card is about building a home from the ground up. I was telling y'all, this is waterfront property. I think we talked about this the other day. It could have been Leo, but I think it was you all. I just saw the name Gerard. Something that could be Christy or Chrissy. But this is like something that's coming into balance. I feel like this is you being up for a challenge here. Some of you may feel like you are up against it right now. But the thing is, I feel like you don't look like it. The Temperance card is real calm, cool, collected energy. It's unbothered energy. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going through something. But maybe you have such a fighting spirit. You're a warrior. That you might be like, okay, I'm going to get through this. I feel like you should. This is also Earth Angel energy. So this could be somebody, maybe a benefactor coming into your life. I keep saying y'all might be marrying into money. And when I say that, I definitely am not suggesting that you just kind of rest on your laurels and let somebody take care of you. I think you should always have your own goals, dreams, talents, and you should explore those, right? But definitely, if you're fortunate enough to have somebody to come in and help you out and give you that cushion where you can rest in your feminine energy, this is about being cared for. This is stable love. And somebody providing for you and nurturing you and caring for you and really not wanting you to want for anything. Like, who wouldn't want that, right? But you just stack your money on the side and you make sure that you always have your plan B, your contingency plan, because we always need that, right? Okay. So Spirit is telling you to dream big here. Something that's within you. Some of you right now, you might be your only cheerleader. You could feel like nobody else is on your side. What's going on here? The Lovers. Okay, I can show this one. They're not naked. The Lovers talks about vulnerability and transparency. And what did I say? I'm getting the star, the stripped down version of yourself. Yes, the Lovers can entail two people. It can be about two people coming together. This could be some kind of partnership. It can be in love, though. Gemini energy. Some of you are on a twin flame journey, because this person looking in the mirror just gives me twin flame, like seeing the other person as yourself and vice versa. The Chariot, I just said a contingency plan. That's your major. And the Nine of Cups. See, this is some kind of wish fulfillment coming in. A manifestation. The planets are aligning. You see how this person is outside looking up at the stars, right? Beautiful energy. It feels like hopeful, optimistic. I feel that this Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment coming in. Some of you, this could be some gainful employment coming in. There's another person showing up here, though. Now, while the Nine of Cups is about self-sufficient energy, being an independent person and content by yourself, this lover doesn't have to be an actual lover. It could just be a person you're partnering with. The Lovers just means a partnership will benefit you right now. And the Chariot could be a move. Like I said, some of you may be at a crossroads and feel like you need to move out of an environment. Like, I can't thrive here. Maybe somewhere you've lived your whole life and you're like, I'm ready to switch it up. You can also do, some of you could be doing work, like gig work, maybe Uber, Lyft, or something like that. Somebody could even be living in their car. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. You got Pisces, Jupiter here. This is wish fulfillment. This is literally the card that represents the genie in the bottle. So it's like you're asking the universe for something, and the universe is like, I'm going to give it to you. Dream big. Don't make it small. Somebody could also be getting their dream car. For those of you that the other situation doesn't resonate with, this feels positive. It feels happy, and it does feel like there's another person involved. So you got Cancer, Gemini, and Pisces, Jupiter. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, teamwork. So that could be a networking opportunity. I do feel like some of you are, this is a learning curve too. What did I say? Like, learning the lesson might be difficult, but this is a learning curve. Somebody could be into import-export. Maybe you have your own business. Maybe you've been investing 3 years into something and you're like, why is it not working? It's about to pay off, is what the cards are saying. But you're just possibly clearing some karma. That's all. I see somebody doing something overseas. So I don't know if some of you are into import-export. If you work at a shipping dock or a, I don't know, somewhere where you would be getting merchandise in and out. Somebody could be driving for Amazon. I know Amazon just laid off a lot of people. That could be what this is too. Because like I said, this is job loss, bankruptcy, homelessness, all of that. Or just a big financial hit. But look, Spirit is saying it's going to turn around. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. Let's see what's going on with the Pisces energy showing up here. The Nine of Pentacles. This is some kind of overnight success. And it's a lifestyle upgrade, y'all. This could be passive income coming in. That could be this money that's coming towards you where it's saying it's going to pay off. Something that you've already done. Because this is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. Virgo, Venus energy. That's a card of manifestation as well. Financial freedom. Maybe some of you have left a relationship. Nine of Pentacles talks about being content by yourself, being happy, okay, being single. Just like the Nine of Cups. And the Chaser is here in reverse. So there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo, or anybody that you've cut off because you don't want to chase them anymore. Like this person that has a tendency to walk away, they've gotten used to you chasing. And now, if you're good by yourself, that person cannot weaponize that against you. And that could be why the abandonment wounds have shown up here. Like I said, that could even be what the lesson is. What's the chaser in reverse? This is, I can do that all by myself. You got the 4 of Wands. I feel like that's telling me, like, I don't want anybody that doesn't want me. I'm comfortable. 4 of Wands is stability. Oh, what else? You got the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you may have even blocked this person. Or some of you have not been trying to work through this person's barriers anymore. This person's guards. This is like somebody having their guards up. Strong boundaries. Or you have established those with this person. Maybe you're like, don't come back over here. Maybe that's why some of you are in a situation where you may be in between jobs, housing, whatever, because maybe you left the situation. The beautiful thing about the 9 of Pentacles is it does talk about being comfortable. It does talk about, you know, creature comforts. It's the energy of being able to stand on your own 2 feet. So maybe some of you have left a marriage. Okay. Maybe even a restraining order is significant here. That could be what it is. Some of you have blocked somebody out. Maybe this is the person that's been bothering you and you're doing what you need to do. This could be something as simple as a security system on your home, though. Maybe you put somebody out and Spirit is saying it's going to pay you off. This is definitely passive income, overnight success here. Somebody could be a content creator, or you have some level of influence. It's about to pay off because this is enjoying the fruits of your labor. What's at the bottom? You got the Tower, another card of homelessness, and the Page of Wands. But look, some good news is coming in. Yep, good news is coming in. For some of you, there could be a lot of gossip going on about whatever's happening with you. You got a lot of 9s here. The number 9 could be significant, could be your birthday, or could be significant for one reason or another. Y'all know the number 9 is a spiral. The 9 of Swords is about spiraling. So somebody definitely could be feeling a lot of despair right now. But look, the Page of Wands is some kind of good news coming in. It may come in a very unpredictable way. It could be very shocking to you. Or this is just maybe the hit that you took. The Tower is usually unexpected events in our lives. It can talk about being abruptly put out of your home, losing a job, something like that. And somebody might be up at night worrying about that. But you got some kind of good news coming in. You know what I see a lot of you doing if you are in between? If you're not doing like a gig job, you might want to do something like that in the meantime. May not pay a whole bunch of money like what you may be used to, but just to give yourself money to eat, give yourself money to, you know, make do, get your toiletries, things that you need to maintain yourself throughout the month. And this is even if you're not homeless, but because everybody, of course, is not going to be. But for those of you who are, because you got the 2 homeless cards, 5 of Pentacles in the Tower is definitely somebody that's, you know, displaced. I know it's hard, y'all, but I do feel like this is some level of optimism. And I also feel like you have a very strong fighting spirit. That doesn't mean you don't have your moments because you're human. You got the Knight of Cups. That could even be a guardian angel. What does your guardian angel want to say? 4 of Cups and a Strength card. Yeah, you're strong. Give me a piece of advice for Cancer. For those of you who are not in a situation where you're displaced or something, the message here seems to be like feeling like you don't belong somewhere anymore. And I feel like you're about to find a place where you belong. That could be a home, that could be a job, that could be a new relationship, that could be new friendships. 4 of Wands is about being supported. You can also have a lot of people supporting you. If you are a person who's in the public eye and you're wondering why you're not getting traction, stop chasing it, right? Be yourself. Put yourself out there confidently, and the people who are meant to vibe with you are going to vibe with you. That's something I had to learn myself. Everybody ain't going to like you. Who cares? Who cares? Like, you have to just be you. And I feel like this 9 of Pentacles is giving me like, I'm good. Like, I'm good even if the whole world is against me. Because this card does represent like feeling like it's you against the world. And I feel like that's what pays off for you. Like being unapologetically you. All right, so it says, release inner criticism. I am enough. I'm sorry, it says, I am not enough. What does it say? Failure, loser, runner. Oh, you got the chaser here. and failure again with enough. Okay, anyway, it says silence the inner critic. Speak to yourself with kindness and watch your confidence soar. That's part of your self-healing for some of you. Maybe some of you need to get a journal, write down some positive affirmations. I'm a big proponent of, I don't even know if I would call it journaling. I don't journal, but I do have journals where I write affirmations, especially when I'm manifesting something. And it's powerful, y'all. Just do a little bit of a test. Go to the dollar store if you need to. Get yourself, unless you already have the book, get yourself a book and a pen. Write down your desired life and write it to yourself like it's already happened. Give thanks to the universe. Be grateful for all of these things that you desire, right? And this is no matter what your situation is. Put it in that book. And when you close that book, you close it with certainty, knowing that it's going to manifest for you. When you have those thoughts in your head that you're not enough, or whatever the negative thoughts are, something's not going to work out, always flip it. You got to really crush limiting beliefs as soon as they come in and flip it to the positive. So I'm more than enough. You know what I mean? I don't chase, I attract. Simple as that. The Empress came out. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Let's get messages from a romantic partner if you are here for that. This deck is messages, unspoken truth between you and another person. It says, your smile once lit up my entire world. It says once. So, like I said, some of you may be single, but you could be happily single. This could be a person that's reminiscing about you. Do you ever think of me too? And look at the person out in the rain, in the cold. Out in the cold. Now, this could be that they left you that way, and maybe you're wondering if they think about you, but flip it however you need to. I don't feel like the Cancer Collective is that energy. I don't think that's y'all energy. I think that's somebody else. Okay. One more card. It says, you've always known the truth. You just refuse to see it. So some of you may have been turning a blind eye to something. Somebody could be really stuck in their south node and their shadow energy. The Five of Pentacles is also south node energy. So this could be a 5-year relationship or age difference. Some of you may have worked with this person before. And maybe you just kept ignoring things with this person. But I do feel like you are leveling up emotionally. And I feel like you're leveling up in general. And sometimes, the sweetest success, the sweetest revenge, the sweetest whatever you want to call it, is success. It's just being content, Nine of Pentacles, being satisfied with your life as it is. And even when it doesn't look like what you want it to look like, because you're a dreamer and you can see it being that way, even if it's not looking like that in the 3D. The Five of Pentacles does talk about spiritual poverty, and it's usually when God is trying to get our attention, the universe, spirit, your higher self, whatever you believe in, when it's trying to get your attention to turn your focus away from materialism and all of those things. And the Nine of Cups, like I said, is a content heart. So for some of you, the lesson you might be learning right now, maybe everything has been taken away, or it feels like that. But the message in that is to just kind of like sit in that energy and really look around yourself, within yourself, really. And figure out all of the things you have to be grateful for. Y'all know I've shared with you all, I just lost my kid's grandmother, passed away. And it like puts so much stuff in perspective for me. Like whenever you go to complain about something, even if your situation is dire, if you got breath in your lungs, if you got life inside of you, my aunt always said this to me as a kid, as long as you got your health and your strength, you are rich. You are rich. Because there are people who have all the money in the world, who are housed, who are, successful by, society standards, material standards. But look at Steve Jobs. His iPhone has outlived him. You know what I mean? This man suffered, he had cancer. And so you can be successful and on top of the world, but if you don't have your health and strength, then what is it really worth? So if that's the only thing you have, you really got everything, even if it doesn't feel like that. And I don't speak from a place of just like, oh, well, it's so easy. I know it's not. I told you I used to work for social services, so I know that it's not easy, but if that's the only thing that keeps you going, the universe will recognize that and say, okay, you're in the spirit of gratitude. Let me give you more to be grateful for. Bottom of the deck, it says, trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. And we have another, what does this say? I can't see. I don't think that's a real word, y'all. But you see this woman, she doesn't know which way to go. And you had the card that kind of showed somebody being at a crossroads here. But Spirit could also be saying it's time to leave a karmic situation, though. Okay. Your big change might be coming in your finances, your living situation, and your job, your career. Look what's stuck to the table. The Five of Pentacles. You can't make it up. All right, y'all. That is your reading. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment if anything resonated. Hype the video if you can. I'll see you all next time. Peace.